it's Monday. It's Monday. Oops. Did we start? Yep, we did. Okay. I was just trying to get just one more thing working before I started, and I didn't quite make it, but because I didn't give myself enough time. I was going to try to do, like, if I wanted to show you something on Ravelry, I could pop Ravelry in there, and I got that to happen, see? But it's weird. I'm working on the size, and then I'll test it out maybe another time. So it's Monday, July 4th. It's 5:01 p.m. If you're here, that's great. If you're here later, that's great. Everything's just great. I have been enjoying, I mean, it's a long weekend. It's always a long weekend for me because I only actually have to leave the house one day a week. So it's always a 6-day weekend, except I have other jobs. So I've been staying caught up on my other jobs, and I've also been doing some things that I've been wanting, to do, but I've figured out how to do some of the things. So for example, I've been cleaning, which is probably why I have crap all over my shirt. I've been wanting to, I'll just do personal grooming again. It's fine. Here we go. Phew. I've been wanting to move the cat's office because it's right here. Yep, it's right there. And it's where her restroom and break room and safe zone from the dog are. And the dog likes to lie right behind me. Is she there now? She is. She's right there. So that means the cat really can't get in and out easily without a ruckus occurring. And I've been trying to figure out a better place to put it in the house, to move her office, although I like having her with me when she is here. It's been rough. It hasn't been rough. We've had cats before in this house, and we've had litter boxes in all kinds of various locations, but not with a dog. So it hit me recently. I'm going to go with Saturday-ish, that the spot over there where I used to do my Zoom back in the day, my Facebook Live and my YouTube. I think I was over here for all the YouTubes, but it dawned on me that that's like a dead space over in that corner. It's where I had piled all the crap in the office I didn't want to deal with, which is now piled out there and in my bedroom. And I vacuumed and put a little bedroom over there for her. And one rug, I need to get the other rug. And then I need to move that gate, clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit longer, put the gate there. And I just cleaned a litter. I have multiple litter boxes, but only one fits in there. Only one needs to be in there. Anyway, I cleaned one of the litter boxes, and I cleaned all the anyway, she's got all clean furniture we're moving in shortly when it's dry. And I think that'll be a good deal. And then this space is kind of awkward because I'm not ever going to move that file cabinet because I love showing off the artwork that Adrian Gilardi did. I think it's Gilardi. It could be Gilardi. I'll have to ask sometime. I love showing that off, but so I'm not going to move that. And then there's shelves right here that have stuff on them that faces isn't this fascinating? That face the filing cabinet. So, but this morning, or maybe it was last night, on, the Facebook where it says, I have free stuff, come get it, a chair appeared for free. It looked like a nice chair. And 3 people had already said they were interested, and I just put next. I've never done next before, but I'm like, I'm not going to get it. I put next. Then I forgot about it. And then, I don't know, this afternoon, at some point, I got a Facebook Messenger message, which I'm sure all 4 of us and maybe more got, that said, it's still here. I'm putting it on the front porch. Come and get it. And it had been posted 4 minutes before. So I got in my car and I went and got it. I win. So hopefully I'll find my son and move a chair up here and I'll have a little cozy corner. And then all the crap that I moved out will have to be dealt with. I mean, I could sit in my cozy corner and deal with the crap. The thing you see right there is the cat scratching thing I kept tripping over. It's going to go somewhere else in the house. So that's the other thing too, is that leg right there was what that cat thing was covering, so I wouldn't trip over the leg. And then I kept tripping over the cat thing. And so this one would just move all of that away. The only thing I have to trip over is the filing cabinet. So I'm actively-ish, I'm on a break right now, moving that stuff over. I tried to sit outside yesterday on the patio because it's been really nice out. It was really nice out. I have a lot of shade. Stupid mosquitoes came and got me. So I've got, like, there's one. Mosquito bites that I'm trying not to touch. So boo to the mosquitoes. Otherwise, it's been lovely until today. This is the first day in a long time I haven't had the windows open. I'm just jabbering away till it looks like somebody's watching, which I think somebody's watching. I figured out my setup with my new phone. That was not a problem. It's just that I was trying to do it on the fly. So that was a problem. I'm also over here on my iPad. I kind of wanted to see... There I am. 2 watching. Hi, Marilyn. It says there's 2. I kind of wanted to see what it looked like when it came up. There's a square. It has me and it says live. So I guess that's it. Hi, Nancy. How are you? So 2 things I want to talk about today. And since there are people, that's great. I can talk to you. I have pulled out of hibernation my black work. And I actually... Marilyn, it'll look a lot different. Look, I got all these nibs done. Not all of them, because there's still some. Marilyn lent me the colors for the nibs, although you don't really lend somebody embroidery floats because I'm not giving it back. I think we're going to replace that, though. And I was saying words, and they were... Oh, I pulled it back out of hiding. So, Edie Ekman, knitter, crocheter, author, teacher, designer, editor extraordinaire, has a separate newsletter that she sign up that she calls Edie's Deals, and I get nothing from this, but I keep signing in to her deals when I get the newsletter, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need a cat, whatever, thermal. That's the container for the cat thermal. Thing you drink stuff out of. What are they called? Tumbler. A tumbler. So now I have a cat thermal tumbler. And it was worth it just to get that, this thing, because I can put stuff in it. It's nice and sturdy. So it was from, I think that particular deal was a sale at WeCrochet.com, which turns out to be Knit Picks. I didn't know that. So now I'm on all the newsletter lists. But anyway, Edie's Deals. So one of them this week was for Dover books. Dover books are good books. And some were on sale and some weren't. And I saw a book on black work. So of course I ordered that. And I saw a book on white work, which I didn't even know was a thing. So I ordered that. And then I ordered a third one, but I have no idea what it was. So we'll wait and see when it shows up. But I don't have any... resources about black work except the one class that I took, and we need to have more resources than one thing. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Does that one look like a different color? I don't really care. I'm not using a hoop because I'm a big girl and I don't care. It's going to be a in case you haven't seen this in a million years, it's going to be a it's supposed to be a holder for colored pencils, and so it's a trifold. There you go. And I'm going to be putting, can you guess, fountain pens in there. So it'll be lined and it'll open up and it'll have channels for the, I'm guessing 9, but there might be room for more fountain pens. And I kind of started it getting into a, in the class, which was with Linda Peets, through a stitches.events.com, a while ago. That was a while ago. It was 2 Novembers ago, I'm going to go with. So that was a while ago. I did sample all the different blackwork stitches that she had for us. This one I didn't do very well, and so it doesn't exist right now, but it's on the chart in the book, in the notes. That's my notes. Ooh, it's very bright. That's my, I made up the nibs. I like to say nibs. Yeah, so I just changed to nibs. It was supposed to be pencils with erasers at the bottom. I'm like, nope, it's going to be, and then these were the bodies of the pencils, and I'm like, nope, I'm just making them into fountain pens. Yeah, I feel like I was headed somewhere with all that, and I don't know where it was. So no hoop. That's where I started, because, you know, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for a thing to hold my fountain pens, and I was excited to get back into cross stitch. Things have happened since the last time I did any. Well, I'm sorry, embroidery. I'm excited to get back into embroidery, and things have happened since the last time I did embroidery, which was almost all cross stitch. One of them is, I don't think I ever started a thread by knotting it on and putting it through on the right side. Hi, Fran. Happy 4th to you. It is actually the 4th now, on our 4th of July holiday weekend. My neighbor said happy 4th to me yesterday when I was walking Clara. I'm like, but is it? it's the 3rd. I said it's the 4th all weekend long. I know. I'm just a troublemaker. So I don't think we ever left. And I'm also not caring about what the back looks like. So if that's going to bother you, you can just go away for right now. Because it's pretty, it's not horrible, but it's not pretty either. Anyway, so that was a new thing. And I'm very awkwardly, you know, black. I didn't know about black Aida cloth, which I love. Oops. I love, but what the hell? I can't see anything. So I'm glad it's Aida cloth, because I'm just sort of going by feel. Yeah, I can't even feel that one. And I'm sort of I'm on a roll with these nibs, so I'm kind of trying to do all the nibs before I get to, back to the blackwork. And now I feel like I should wait for the blackwork book just to be more inspired to do the blackwork, even though I was doing fine with the blackwork. The other thing that's new is this concept of needle minders. So I have this lovely needle minder. What that means is it's a thing, very strong magnet. You can't put it the other way. It'll fight you. But you put that on somewhere on your fabric, and then it holds your needle. So you don't have to, you know, go like this when you're done with your embroidery, and then later come back and there's a big, you know, bump there, which, you know, you could probably block out, except we didn't call it blocking back in the day. Or maybe they did, the actual crocheters. I'm just stabbing. And if I can't quite tell, then I'll hold it up to the light. It's kind of, well, it's light enough out there. It's hot. It's hot. That's what I started to say earlier. It's hot today. I mean, you know, it can be hotter, but Clara didn't even want to go for a walk. We went outside. She peed. She's like, I'm done. Let's go in. But then I dragged her back out to get in the car to go get the free chair. It's kind of orange. It's kind of cool. It's not in perfect shape, but I haven't sat in it yet. It could be awful. Oh, I realized already that I screwed up. Isn't that fun? Okay, so what we're going to do is... This is me not paying attention. We are going to find the scissors, which are this is supposed to be a pattern keeper, and I don't know why it has a zipper. I think it's supposed to have like magnets in here that I don't know. But I put the floss and the, let's move my head. I'm in the way. Let's see. Let's unlock that and move me over there. Now it'll look like I'm looking somewhere else, and lock that back up. Okay, so now I can do this. So this thing I just started, I'm just gonna, well, I can just take them out. I don't know, I'm flailing as usual. So I'm just going to take those out. Just like by knitting, I take things out. I will give you an update. Oh, I see you got your hand. Yep. Well, so I've. Well, that's frustrating, Fran. Because on my picture-in-picture, it looks right to me. It looks correct to me. Like as if I were looking at the room from behind me, you know. But this is the other way, is it not? Tell me if this is the other way. To me, this is mirror image. No, it's not. Oh, well, that's where I was confused. So before I got on here for half an hour, I was trying to figure out how to make the two match. I don't like mirror image because I'll point and things will be in the wrong place. But I did notice that this one's different. It is what, Nancy? There's a little delay, so we need to use complete sentences. It is the same or it is backwards from that one. To me, they're opposites. So with that knowledge, I can work on it. But yeah, that was bugging me, and I thought, well, maybe they're always seeing the thing they're supposed to be seeing, but I guess not. It flipped when you made it big. When big, it looks normal. The file cabinet over my right shoulder. That is correct. See, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Oh, is this my right shoulder? Thank you, Nancy. Is this my right shoulder? This is my right shoulder. Hey, you could take a screenshot and email it to me. That would be helpful. But so I'm trying to undo this line because I just shouldn't even have done that first stitch. I just wasn't paying attention. Not paying attention is kind of a theme, a recurring theme of mine. Okay, so let's pull that back out. And you know, just like my knitting, I'm just going to weave those ends in later. I do weave in the end that's near where I'm working when I finish a strand because I want to get back in there and I don't want to be fighting with the tail. Okay, are we in the right spot now? Yes, Sarah, we're in the right spot now. So this is the one that's backwards. Okay. I'll work on that. Interesting. But that hasn't been the case before? Maybe it's my phone. Oh yeah, I have a new phone, right? So we'll blame it on the phone and I'll work on it. Because I couldn't find any settings in the YouTube or in the YouTube or in the OBS, which is the OBS Studio is what I'm using right now to make all the magic happen. And I looked in every single, thingamabob that I could click on. I clicked on all the things that were clickable and I couldn't find anything that had the word mirror or backward or whatever. So probably I'm supposed to be looking on my camera. This is going to flip it to my ceiling. Yep, you don't need to see my ceiling. Phew, I didn't lose you. Yeah, I'll worry about that later just because I don't want to lose the camera. Oh, and I've got a sneeze coming on, so that's exciting. So I'm not going to do this whole thing. I just wanted to start it and tell you things I've learned, like you don't have to use a hoop. That was big. You can start your floss with a knot over there, and then it just kind of holds it up. Well, it holds it out of your way, which is brilliant. Okay, Fran just emailed me a photo of what she's seeing. Okay, which I will look at later. I'm not going to deal with it right now. There's enough of me flailing around on YouTube to let me do that one later. So this was fun. I'm back at it. I've been collecting some PDF patterns. I'm pretty sure I've shown you some of them. Oh yeah, because last time I think I showed you the hidden messages one. So, it kind of got me back into doing these. not out of a sense of guilt or anything, but that I should finish this. I just, it came to my attention again, and I was like, yes, I want to work on this. Plus, this is what I've been taking to the stitch outs outside on Thursday nights, because who wants to have a big pile of wool on their lap when it's in the 80s outside? And by the way, Michigan is humid. It's one of those humid states. It's not a dry heat here. So anyway, there I am. I made it all the way across. I'm in the right spots. But what else I wanted to do was fix something. So speaking of not paying attention, I did weave in some ends. I think last night I was watching. So this is probably one of the earlier ones I wove in. And by weave in, it's not knitting. Because I did a diagonal, like there and back, a little hairpin. That's how I often will weave in ends when I'm knitting. So that's probably the first one I did here. And then I, went for I just zoom them because that's a technical embroidery term. I just zoom them underneath vertically. That's not vertical, it's horizontal. And that's what most of the rest look like. And sometimes I'll go up I don't know. I don't care. I've been watching some creative bug classes with Rebecca Ringquist, Ringquist, and she's delightful, and she's all about messy. Her business is called Drop Cloth Samplers, and I ordered one sampler, and then I bought her book. I'm reading her book, and it's basically, you can use a hoop or not. You don't have to make the back look pretty if you don't want to. You can weave the ends in however the hell you want. So, she's my kind of people. Not my old kind of people where I was all anal retentive, but my new kind of people. So last night I was taking the knots. I can't see the knots. I was snipping the knots and then weaving in the extra, I don't know. I was weaving things in, and as I wove them in, I would, pull it up and clip it, snip it, whatever. And then I went to weave another one in. It's probably not called weaving in. And I realized that I hadn't clipped the one I had just woven in. And I was like, well, crap. So what I did was the thing that you're always afraid you're going to do, which is that I clipped a strand that was waiting to be woven in. So I was going to ignore it. I'm looking for it right now. I was going to ignore it. Let's get this guy out of the way. Because it's going to be a pen pencil holder thingy. That's going to be it right there. It's also, but I decided I can't ignore it because it's going to be a pen pencil thingy, it's probably going to come undone. So these are the little twerpy. I haven't said twerpy in a long time. I like that. I was going to say that sound, that song. It's a word. So yeah, those little guys there, I had kind of shoved them under. So I don't know where they came from, but I think they were a beginning tail, but I'm going to undo, I'm just going to undo this bottom, because it's always the bottom at the end. It's always the bottom at the end, duh, because I do them from top to bottom. So we're just going to undo this so that I can fix it and have an actual end woven in. So yeah, the ending tail was fine. It was the beginning tail. So I had cut the knot off from the front and the tail had pulled to the back. And when I clipped it, I thought I was clipping one that I had actually woven in, and I was not, in fact, doing that. So I think I'm going right. No. It might be the row before. That's fine. That's fine. Who wants to talk about what? Let's see. Clara is, so I told you, and if you missed it, you can just go watch that part later, that I'm in the process of moving Sam's office from one side of my office to the other, which will make things a lot better for everyone concerned, I think. The cat will not be as, okay, I'm going to say hounded, by the dog, because they won't be in each other's space when the dog lies behind me, and the cat can sort of roam freely about the cabin a little bit. We'll see if she chooses to or not. So her life may improve. who knows? I'm trying. And then, because it kind of ended when the dog moved in. I've never, ever, ever in my entire life had two pets that got along, even remotely, of any species, of any combination of species. So I think I'm headed back over there. Yep, I think I have to do, I don't know, we'll find out. Hopefully it's not another row up. I'm perfectly fine with tearing out, by the way, in case anybody's like, why are you doing it that way? Because I'm always perfectly fine with tearing out. It's part of life, right? So the dog has had a little some issues, and I will just report that she pooped rather nicely yesterday. So that was a nice see, there it is. That was a nice thing. That was a good thing. Okay, so now I'm going to save that guy for later, and we will redo that, and I won't cut off the beginning tail right at the fabric again. So, phew, that's one. I was like going to leave it, and it was going to work its way out because they were only like not even a quarter inch long. I'll tell you, it was not easy to get them threaded under the little threads as far as I had them threaded, which was not very far. So what time is it? Oh, 5:26. So, I don't think anything else exciting has happened. Except the other thing I'm going to show you, but I'll wait a few minutes. I didn't plan to stay on very long in case you guys like have July 4th plans. Every night is 4th of July here. There's been fireworks. The last Saturday there were fireworks. I live in Meridian Township, and they are usually the host of the fireworks, and they take place at a park near the mall, which is close enough that I can usually see them from my house, which is quite nice. And for some reason, there's probably a good reason, but I didn't read, the township decided to do that last Saturday as part of an event called Celebrate Meridian. And I thought, oh, well, that's weird. They already did the fireworks, so that people are going to do fireworks just all by themselves. But the sponsored or hosted or whatever ones were done a week early. And then, lo and behold, Lake Lansing, which is pretty much right there. Maybe it's right there. Depending on which way I'm facing. It's not very far away from me. Apparently, there were Lake Lansing fireworks, and I kept hearing about them, and I thought, well, maybe, it's just the people around Lake Lansing are obviously going to have fireworks because they're by a lake. Why wouldn't they have fireworks? But I think it was an official thing. I don't know. And that went on Saturday night. Nope. Yes, Saturday night. And then last night, I don't know, there were just people. There was just a lot of noise. Clara's not too bad. Why does that look loose? Oh, because it goes there. Clara's not too bad. The first, and then tonight is actually 4th of July, so I'm expecting fireworks of some kind, quite frankly. But Clara, the very first year I had her, I got her right before a Christmas. And so the that was it. It wasn't 4th of July. I'll tell you the story. So it wasn't 4th of July. I got her right before a Christmas. So like December, I'm going to go with 17th. I just made that up. It could very well be true. Adopted her. She was an older dog. People keep asking me how old she is, and I have no idea. But since I'm rearranging the office, the records are actually in that rolly cart. I know, because I've been picking things up off the floor. But so she was, I don't know, 9-ish, older dog type. And in my neighborhood, you do fireworks all the time. So it was New Year's Eve. So this wasn't, she'd been here like 2 weeks. And there were fireworks. And I don't know who set them off because there are no official New Year's Eve fireworks here. But they were beautiful. And I could sit on my couch right down there. And I have windows. You can see some light shining through the windows. The whole front wall is windows. I sat on my couch and watched this beautiful array of fireworks that I don't know where they were coming from. And Clara barked her fool head off. They started at 10 o'clock. She barked till 10:28. I have some of it on video. It's pretty darn funny. She wasn't scared. She was pissed. And I have verified this with her previous mom. I'm like, she wasn't scared. She was pissed at those fireworks and she wanted them out of her yard. And she said, yep, that's how she is. But she barked nonstop until 10:28, pissed as hell. At 10:28, she took a break, went in the kitchen, drank some water, came back out, and they were done. No more fireworks. And she was like, like, I'm not done. I just was getting a drink of water. Where'd they go? It was very comical. And I was only 2 weeks-ish into having her. And I'm like, I don't know. Is this going to happen every time there's fireworks? Because there's always fireworks. I don't know. It was pretty funny. Someday I'll find the video and put it up for you. I know where it is, but not today. See, that'd be fun if I had set up to share my screen correctly. Then I could play that for you, but it's not ready. So, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. I'm drinking tea nonstop today. And then I'm going to show you the other exciting news. So the other thing is I keep forgetting about the needle minder, and I just stick the needle in or I put it in my mouth between threadings. So, you know, that's a learning curve that I'll need to make. So that's that. And see, I put it in this case thingy that's made for patterns, and then I just fold it up and I go like this. This is Grace's cases. I bought, my first Grace's cases was a bag that I bought at Red Alder in like March or April of 2020. That would be the last time I traveled. The other thing, I'm going to get this out of the way so I don't knock it off the thing, the desk. The other thing I wanted to show you, Fran, are you paying attention? Is that, oh, I forgot to put the scissors away. Oh well, in the little pocket. Let's do it. It's just a little pocket right here. Whew. It's not really made for, I don't know. It works great. I got the pieces, it's one piece of Starsky done, and it took me about 6 tries because my theme is undo everything that you've ever done at least once. But I put the shoulders together and I'm in love. I was like nervous to try it on. There's like white hair all over it. I just don't understand why. I don't know where that's coming from. But I tried it on. I have to say that the shoulder looks perfect. You can't even tell where I attached the shoulder, except that you can. It's right in between the mungy brown and the warmer brown. See, it's a 3-needle bind off. There you go. And you can't even see it, but it's stretchy, which is weird for a 3-needle bind off, but that's okay. Not as stretchy as if I had grafted it, which was never going to happen. Oh, let's make me big. So this is my Starsky sweater. So it still needs sleeves, and I don't have the collar done yet, but I am excited to continue on. So let me show you. I'm going to make the dog bark. Are you ready? Sorry in advance for the barking dog. Whoop. Oof. Clara. Hi, Clara. Wake up. Hi. I'm going to move the chair. Well, that didn't bark. That didn't bark. That didn't make her bark. That's pretty good. Okay, so here's the, now it's going to have sleeves. It's a drop shoulder and it folds back. And then this is one lapel that's on the wrong side of my screen. And this is the other. And they're going to go around the back of the neck and make a big shawl collar. And it's this long. I won't normally wear it with a skirt. Normally I'll have pants on, I think. And then we don't have any closures. I say we because this is a class I'm teaching. So Fran's in the class. Fran, who's currently watching. And this is just the back side. So this is the pattern. This is the Starsky sweater. Go back and watch a million of the YouTubes because it's this whole story's been told there. Oop. But this is just the end, the other side and the edge. I didn't do anything special. I thought about doing something special. Oop. And there'll be some blocking, or maybe I can go like this. I look pretty round that way though. Not skinny anymore, but straight up and down. Yep, I do not have an hourglass figure, and that's okay. But yeah, so these are going to be, I didn't make the dog bark. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. So these are going to go, you know, more, it's on a too short of a stitch holder, but these are going to continue around and attach in the middle back, probably with 3 needle bind off again. Maybe I'll Kitchener it. And then, so it'll be a big shawl collar, and then I need to put so it's drop shoulder. It's not very drop shoulder. There's no shaping. It's just doing that because I'm 3-dimensional. Don't you like it? I'm so excited. I was like, it's going to look like crap. Thank you, Marilyn. I'm so excited. Yeah, so it's just the backs of the fabric for the collar. I'm going to finish the collar first, and then I'll do the sleeves. And then I have to decide if I want to do, like, it's going to be, and I only made them, all the things. I only made them 8 inches, well, 8 inches, but 8 repeats of this down, which I think is 8 inches-ish. So they're not super deep for drop shoulder, just to there. That's what I'm trying to do right there. And, you know, the stripes are going to go the other way. I briefly thought of doing the sleeves inside out. Not inside out, but, you know, this with this is the right side. Still briefly thinking about that. If I do that, it won't be slip stitch pattern. It'll just be I don't know, a garter stitch with lots of, with the 2 yarns. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, which is part of why I'm doing the neck first. But I'm so excited. So we've had progress on Starsky. Yeah, and the colors are all over the place, and that's good. Look at that. Ooh, I could even do that. Not if I do the collar, though. That looks very awkward. Could do it that way. And the colors definitely started, so there's no seams yet. So this was all done in one piece. And then I broke into 3 pieces for the 2 fronts and the back. So the stripes the colors got more. I'm thinking of doing cuffs with the wrong side out. Yep. Do I want cuffs though? Thinking about that. I forget what I was saying, and then Fran said something, and I don't know. Oh, so the colors are more, it's backwards, more concentrated up here, for example, after I broke for the armhole, than they were down here, instead of being spread all the way across the back. Thanks, Nancy. And that's okay. As I do the sleeves, it's definitely going to be more concentrated, which is why I was thinking of maybe doing something different. And as I do the rest of the collar, it's really going to be short repeats, which I think I'm just going to go for. So we'll see. But that's where I am. This is where I am. But that's where I finally made enough progress. So it's 3 needle bind off. So if you don't know that, that's okay. I'd be happy to show you someday. But if you do know that, then you know that one of the rookie mistakes is to do the knit 2 togethers all the way across and then realize that you forgot to do the bind off part. I did that. That was the first time I had to tear out. And then the second time I had to tear out was because whatever direction I was going, you know, God, everything's on the wrong side. I did this part, the shoulder, and then I put this part of the rest of the front on a holder to be the collar. And then on this side, I started 3 needle bind offing this part to the back. You're right there? She's fine. She's lying on her side, just licking away. Which means I had the rest hanging off there, which is not right. So then I undid that. And then I put things on holders, and that gave me an idea for how to present it in class, for how to do it. But I'm really excited. I like the colors. It's technically a brown sweater because this is the one that's backwards. Or is it the other one? This one feels very backwards today. This is not my phone. The Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo. Holy cow, that's solid. Is which I think is what the solo means. It's solid. Is brown. That's that cool brown I was telling you about. Woo! It's getting warm. So I am super excited. I'm gonna go work on the on the thing, the collar. Get that going. I haven't decided yet. I was going to show you the two yarns. Look at that, how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm just... All right, there are 0 ends for this sweater. Where did they all go? Here we go. Here's a whole bunch. So this is part of the not silk garden. This is part of the not silk garden. That's called Ito. It's also a Noro and it's bigger. And then this is the silk garden solo. And oh, that came into nice crisp focus. Thank you, new phone. Here it looks really dark, and it is really dark, but it's a warm reddish brown, a dark warm reddish brown. With, you know, crap in it because it's Noro. So, yeah. So I haven't decided if the collar is going to be attached as I go. There'll be 2 extensions because everything's done body-wise. There'll be 2 extensions that will wrap around behind my head and attach at the back, center back neck. And I can't decide if I wanted to attach them as I go, although I don't want to do that and then find out I don't like the ratio that I used. I could look at like numbers first, or I could just go for it because neither extension's going to take very long. They're each going to be half of... Oh, there's more gray hair on here. What the heck? Kidding. They're going to each be a half of this width. So they're only going to be that long. I can... yeah, about that long. I can do... Why does that look different? They're each going to be that long, and then they'll join in the center. So I could easily do at least one of those tonight and then see how that is. While continuing to shed. So that's it. That's it. That's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to save this for last, which I did. And now I'm just blathering away about it. I'm going to work on the collar shortly. I do have to propose classes today because I promised someone I would propose them by the end of the week, which to me meant, at first I thought it was Friday, and then I decided that the end of the week is Sunday, and then I realized that maybe the end of this week is Monday because there was a holiday. So Tuesday is not the end of the week. So I have to propose classes. But first I'm going to go play out with my my neckband. Okay, that's it. Happy Independence Day or lack thereof. And I will see you guys next week, Monday, July 11th, right? So thanks for hanging out with me. Yay! And I will see you later. Bye.